Today on the channel, we throw it all the way back to 2001. Oh, what a time to be alive with the throwback edition Legend Series 17 AJ Styles.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today, from the Target exclusive wave of Legends Series 17, we've got an old school throwback WCW version of AJ Styles. But for all your wrestling figure needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So Legends Series 17, working our way through the newest Legends set from Target, of course, an exclusive. Of course, full price right now, but deals are always around, and we've seen a lot of these Legends sets go to pretty deep clearance, and I gotta say, AJ Styles is probably earmarked as the peg warmer of this wave. I think that's just the case, but I am very happy that Mattel takes a chance on things like this. Of course, AJ Styles, tip-top guy going on right now, but this version of AJ Styles, definitely not going to be for everybody, but very strange to see somebody from a 2001 era as a Legends release. It makes us all feel old. I think we'd all agree with that a little bit. But let's take a look at the packaging on old AJ. A little bit plain Jane, this one. Of course, nice soft goods nitro shirt. I could see if these go down to like $6 on clearance, people buying them up just for the shirt. It would be great for fans in the audience, things like that for you figure photographers, I'm sure. You got AJ looking only like an AJ could look from 2001, and oh, what a time to be alive 2001 was. As I think a lot of us remember it very fondly. True Effects right there. There's old AJ looking good. AJ Styles right there. Elite logo, Legend Series 17. There it is right on the side, looking determined, young and determined, hungry, some might say. WWE logo on the bottom. Then on the back, of course, get the old blurb right there. We got the cross sell down below. Got the Dingo Warrior, got HBK, you got Ken Shamrock, and of course AJ Styles. We're unboxing them all here on the channel. Then at the very end, we're going to rank the whole wave, and we're going to unbox the Chase Ken Shamrock in the same video, so stay tuned for that. Let's see what it says about AJ Styles. Titles, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Raw Tag Team Champion. WCW's 2001 roster featured exciting young talent who were just waiting for their chance to make their mark in the business. One of those superstars was a young high flyer from Georgia named AJ Styles, pulling off moves few had ever seen. Though WCW closed its doors soon after his debut, everyone who saw him knew that AJ Styles' future didn't just look bright, it looked phenomenal. Perfect blurb right there. Love that, love it. Very interesting, this AJ, as I said. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Prison. There's old AJ looking only like an AJ could look. We do get an extra set of hands. I guess that's good for the hand collectors that love extra hands. Oh, it's a tight hand to get in there. Give me a hand, AJ. There it is. Shirt. Now AJ, he's swinging out. There it is, up high over the top. See you later. All right, what do we got going on here? Oh, we got this thing here, this little plastic. Can I get the camera? Bam, see you later. Just missed it. We do get two gripping hands for AJ. What is he going to grip? I'm not exactly sure, but we do get two gripping hands. And he comes with two fisted hands. Very strange. I don't equate him with fisted hands at this time. I would think of more splayed out or flying through the air hands, especially 2001 AJ Styles was really flip-flopping and flying like a crazy person, as we do know. Nice, soft, good shirt right here. Really nice quality. Monday Nitro. Monday Nitro, how we missed you. I'm sure a lot of you guys like me that grew up during the Monday Night Wars. You loved yourself some Raw. You loved yourself some Nitro. And I'll never forget Mondays at my house. It was an absolute wild time. Of course, I go to school all day. Then I'd work, and I'd say, work, I got to be done by 6 o'clock. I would work for like 3 hours on Monday. It was a short day for old Kyle at the office because I had to get home, and I had two TVs set up in my room. I was a hard-working man. I've been working since I was 14 years old, and when I was living with my parents, I said, I really need DirecTV so I can watch more wrestling. So I paid for my own DirecTV in my own bedroom just for me. Can you believe that? Yes, I did. But I had DirecTV, so I'd have one TV with our cable going on with USA. I'd have the other one with Nitro. I'd have two TVs going. You know, I'd pause, mute, back and forth. And then Mondays were wild because Lucha Libre used to be on at 6 o'clock. So like in my time zone, 6 to 7 was Lucha Libre. Then you started in with the Raw and the Nitro, that whole thing. But then after that, that's when business really picked up. That's when ECW was on. I believe it was Sunshine Network or MSG Network or whatever, but they started showing them on Monday nights at like 11 o'clock. So it was quite the long night of wrestling. What a time to be alive it was. That was 2001 era time. Maybe before that. I don't know. It sounds good though, right? But Nitro, I'll never forget the times of the Monday Night Wars for sure. Like a lot of you guys as well. But AJ Styles is a guy that doesn't really come to the top of my head when I think of the Monday Night Wars. I barely remember him at the end. I remember just saying, oh, who are these new guys? And it was totally towards the end, as we do know. Unfortunately, he didn't go over to WWE, but he went to TNA, as we know, and the rest really was history. He really made quite the name for himself, and now he's one of the tip-top guys in the WWE at this point. And people always tell me on my videos every single day I look just like AJ Styles. And why is AJ Styles stealing your hairdo? I don't know. He just does. I can't stop him. You know, it's free country, really, at the end of the day. But I don't know if AJ Styles of 2001 looks like Kyle of 2001. I don't know, you guys be the judge. Of course, 2001, I said, you know what? Ric Flair, his hair's the best. I'm going to dye my hair like Ric Flair. And that's what I said I'm going to do in 2001. And there might be picture-proof evidence of that. But this AJ is a very, very interesting figure. This is going to be a great custom piece if you're trying to get some more high-flyer wrestlers, smaller wrestlers, and you need a small body style. This is probably a pretty safe bet on this one. It is very plain Jane. Of course, you do get the brownish color tights. You get a little AJ Styles in gold, a little gold design on the side. Easily painted over for sure. So you can really do your imagination with this one. I can see a lot of people turning this into custom figures. I think that is a perfect body for that. So that might help give it some life, especially if it goes to clearance. People getting this for their fodder bins. Does come with two black knee pads, no elbow pads on him. He does have the painted on black wrist tape. You got the black boots. Of course, articulation-wise, arms do go all the way around. You get the bicep cut. Double-jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits, folks. We get the hands that, of course, are removable. He does come with two fists of fury, and he's got a little bit of that Rey Mysterio disease. Oh, it's a disease sweeping the nation. Be careful with it, as he does have giant hands compared to the rest of his body. Very, very big hands. They almost need, not almost, they do. They need to get some smaller hands for some of these littler guys in this body mold because the hands really do look big. And he does kind of have really long orangutan arms as well. It seems like the arms are a little out of proportion. Maybe not. Maybe it's just playing tricks on me, but he does seem to have very long arms. Of course, you get the waist articulation. You get the ab crunch. A little looseness there in that ab crunch. Head back and forth, side to side, up and down. Then you do get the big old splits for AJ. Man, he's not messing around. He can do those big splits. Double jointed knees, boot cut, ankles, back and forth. Very tight ankles as we're used to with the Mattel Elites, of course. But very plain Jane. Keep going back to that well. But the head on this one definitely looks like AJ Styles in a younger generation, pre-long hair, pre-beard. We were all young once, of course. Got a little sideburn action going on. A very good AJ Styles smirk on this, though. He always kind of has that little smirk to him. You guys know what I mean. And they definitely caught that in this figure. So I think that is really cool that they have that down. But boy, at the end of the day, I don't know how well this is going to do at retail. We know people love AJ Styles. I just don't know if true collectors really like this version of AJ Styles. Especially the kid collectors today, kids that are buying to play and stuff. They see this, well, that's not quite my AJ Styles. And I totally get that, but this is a really cool gift, I would say, from Mattel, getting this one from them. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? As always, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? He fits on a stand perfectly. And I did grab another version of AJ I have sitting in my desk right here. Of course, this is one of the more recent releases. Man, time waits for no one. He definitely looks different. I can see people saying, these aren't even the same guy. But yes, they definitely are the same guy. We do have an AJ Styles Ultimate Edition right around the corner. That should be a really good one, a really fun one to unbox. But this one, going to whet our appetite in the meantime. Definitely interesting. And I did grab one of the old TNA. Of course, we've got tons of different TNA AJ Styles figures over the years. And Jax, of course, always did a great job, I think, on a lot of these head sculpts as well. Really good looking AJ Styles right here. Obviously, it's the deluxe aggression style body. So it's a little bigger, a little upsized there, but it definitely is AJ Styles. And I think all three of these do a good job at capturing AJ Styles' likeness. for the time period that they represent. So not a bad figure, not a great figure, somewhere in the middle, but I have to think when you're up against Shawn Michaels in a classic attire, of course you're up against the Ultimate Dingo Warrior. That's going to be a tough one to beat. And then the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, who everybody loves, of course, but also hasn't had a figure in a long time. I think as good as this AJ may be, it's probably a pretty distant fourth in the rankings, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes when we rank the entire series, see what we think of this AJ when things are all said and done. But I'm very glad we at least got this shirt, as this gives a little bit more meat on the bone to the figure with the shirt, because if without it, really not a whole lot here outside of a young version of AJ Styles, but still pretty cool to have even all these years later. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? You picking up this AJ Styles? You playing the long game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Give it the old thumbs up. Always helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. And we got more stuff for you over on Patreon, your best way to support the channel. Early videos, Q&As, you name it, a lot going on over there. And you can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then, of course, don't forget social media. Follow and subscribe over there. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for AJ Styles, circa 2001, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.